Hola amigos and happy Halloween to everyone. This video is gonna be a show off of my build on a challenge thrown by Valen and Kashka in the Mischief of Mice channel. They require to build in a server using, I think it's called the Builder's Dream, now I don't remember off the top of my head, on a mod pack. So you are in creative and you are, well, you basically build whatever you want in here for Halloween. So this is my contribution for that. And we'll see once Valen go and do a show off of all the people who participated, how well we did, and if everyone enjoyed. So I'm gonna show you these, and I'm gonna probably present these after he shows his tour of the server. So I'm not sure, but I'm recording before, so I'm not sure if it was well received or not. But I hope it was okay. So I'm gonna shut my mouth, give you a tour, probably put some spooky music, and then I will go into the detail of what I did, how I build, and what tools I use, and other stuff that I can recall. All right, so. When you start on these, you will be spawned in this in here. So you have to read what I have in here. So video at moody is best, of course. Walk at night for better effect. Night and raining, oh, it's so good like that. It's so spooky. Take your time, appreciate scenarios and details. A lot of chisel and bead works and terraforming. And in here I put feeling brave, go survival, and enjoyed. Alright guys, so that was a little view of my build, and before I move here, all this was like this. It was like a, I think, extreme hill over here. So I put all these sacred woods, sacred oak, I think they are called, the big one. In here, the little forest, what I did is when you start here, there is these big webs from DecoCraft, a little bit of chisel work. This is all concrete, so it's really dark. Some ice made with chisel work and a spider spawner right there. So if you go in creative, it's kind of creepy actually to see the eyes of the spiders at night spawning in there. It's kind of cool. In here, well, we have a bunch of these I made on chisels and bits as well. We have cobwebs everywhere, some puzzle. That I was going to put some netherrack and fire, but it was giving too much light, so I remove it. I kind of like the spooky feel you have in here, so a lot of decorations all around as far as the eye can see, so I block all the light in here. And when you come, there is always trying to use different kind of blocks for the pad as well. We do have a spawner, I think, behind these for yeah, right there we have a skeleton spawner right there as well. Some leaves, etc, etc. So we built this bridge, and actually this bridge I built it. You can see that fence is custom made with chisels and bits, so it's broken in some parts, so it's kind of cool. And all these in here, there was no lake at all. This, what I did was the river was actually way down here. So there was a river, but it was at this height. So what I did is I block in here like so. I put some lights using magma block right there, and you can see all these until we go to the bottom here. You can see it's all water, but the water you just have to put on top and it will fill automatically. You just have to spread it as much as you can. To make it look like clay, put a bunch of lily pads, and all around this river is willow trees. So it gives you that look. In here we have coarse dirt, so there's no, and some what is called that, mycelium all around here. This is blood that is coming from the house, I guess, or from the basement. And in here I did exactly the same thing. So all for appearance. And at the beginning I didn't have a lot of time, so I was thinking only to build like the aspect from this side and just empty, or make it like a movie cinema kind of like with the sticks coming outside and just for decor. But at the end I decided to finish it up. You can come in here. This is the entrance for that. It's a jump, trust me. So if you do jump, of course you will dead and you'll say you fool. And you can see on the bottom that's all open, and I open it manually because we have a vein miner, so it's not that difficult. And that's basically it. You can actually have a secret entrance right here. If you come over here, you can entrance the house. A little bit of work I did in there with to make it sound, but it didn't work at the end, so I'm not sure. So this is inside the house, and you see the cross on the lava there, which I think it was a good nice touch in there when you walk in. So let me get out of here. There you go. So as soon as you go up, you have some decorations. In here we have a guy looking at us. It's just a stand, and we have another one right here as well. So you can barely see it, but those details I think are important. All these have torches inside, so they can give a little bit of light, but the torches are not right next to the glass. So it gives a nice light in there without being too much bright. And I always play around with these blocks, the stained glass, orange and red, in a combination like so. Only red, only orange, or a combination of both in the same, just to give it different kind of lighting inside the house. So once you enter inside the house, you have this pathway, and you can see the cross in there. This in here, there are some little details like spiders everywhere, cobwebs. All this is DecoCraft, of course. This I put the doll right in the middle of this Satan symbol or whatever it is, and that is all made by chisels and beads on the floor, so you can walk in it and you can put actually block on top, and it's just like engraved in the floor. And this was like a last minute edition because I had all this space empty, and I didn't have time to continue with that with this actually. This is all chisels and beads as well. We have some bars, and this is chisels and beads, and I put some witches in there. And in here, this is actually blood that is coming from there on both sides. The candelabras, I think they look cool, and especially when you're far away, you will see you don't see them lit, and all of a sudden they start working, so it's kind of a phantasmagoric look inside. What else we have in here? All the decorations. This is a nice red for the fireplace in here. The only spawner I have actually in here are Endermen, because I think they look kind of cool in the dark of this area. Too bad we don't have any vampires, or I would have added probably for a real good mod pack for Halloween some vampirism or stuff like that to add in here. So we have two rooms. This is the master room supposedly, and I have those eyes looking at us. And in here on the other side, what do we have? Well, this is an inverted cross on red, kind of a creepy. And this, of course, is their eyes looking at you. This is just a painting of Pinocchio or whatever. And only Frank that is actually close in there. So when you see there is a zombie, you run away. But that's basically it. So that's it for this build. All around it is just more of these willow trees, and in here I put a lot of trees so I can block all the view from the sky when we're walking on that bridge. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of this build. It took me probably 2 days or something like that to build this, and like well, probably a full day probably to build this on of course using only a couple of hours each day, and sometime more. But it was fun, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like it, and if you do, don't forget to give a like button, to hit the like button, and it will help me a lot. So thank you, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.